أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين، ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أعداء الله، وغاصب حقوقهم ومنكر فضائلهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد حجتك في أرضك وخليفتك في بلادك، والداعي إلى سبيلك والقائم بقسطك والثائر بأمرك ولي المؤمنين وبوار الكافرين ومجل الظلمة ومنير الحق وكلمتك التامة بالحكمة والصدق وكلمتك التامة في أرضك المرتقب الخائف والولي الناصح سفينة النجاة وعلم الهدى وأبصار الورى وخير من تقمص وارتدى ومجل الأمى الذي يملأ الأرض عدلا وقسطا كما ملئت ظلما وجورا إنك على كل شيء قدير. اللهم صل على وليك وابن أوليائك الذين فرست طاعتهم وأوجبت حقهم وأذهبت عنهم الرجس وطهرتهم تطهيرا. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في أوزع الساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكن أرضك طوعا وتمتع فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Please recite aloud salawat bar Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. I swear to Allah Almighty, for the sake of last holy prophet, peace be upon him in his holy progeny, to haste the reappearance of the last argumentum in proof of Allah Almighty, the Al-Mahdi Jalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. I swear to Allah Almighty, for the sake of Muhammad, peace be upon him in his holy progeny, to remove and finish this pandemic, this coronavirus from the whole world, in the whole humanity. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa'ajjal farajahum. I swear to Allah Almighty, for the sake of Muhammad, peace be upon him in his holy progeny, to guide all of us, and especially the new generation, in order to follow the AHLULBAYT alayhimus salam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. I swear to Allah Almighty, for the sake of Muhammad, peace be upon him in his holy progeny, to bestow all the needs of mu'mineen and mu'minat, and help the all downtrodden in the world, and especially remove and finish the agony of the mu'mineen and mu'minat in Afghanistan. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. I swear to Allah Almighty, for the sake of Muhammad, peace be upon him, in his holy progeny, to bestow the intercession of AHLULBAYT alayhimus salam in his mercy to all of us and all mu'mineen and mu'minat in this world, in dunya, in the time of our death, in the time of the barzakh, which is the period of existence between dunya in the day of judgment, and to bestow and grant the intercession of AHLULBAYT alayhimus salam, especially to all of us on the day of judgment. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Dear respected brothers and sisters, as you know that some Islamic countries, some nations have performed the day of Ashura today, but in Australia we will have the Ashura, the 10th of Muharram, tomorrow on Friday. So tonight I have brought some illumination from the Holy Quran in order to prove the virtues and the guardianship and the successorship of AHLULBAYT alayhimus salam after the last holy prophet. As you know that the previous episode was consecutively have recited to you in this purpose. So please recite aloud salawat for Muhammad and his AHLULBAYT alayhimus salam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Dear brothers and sisters, when the holy verse 214, holy chapter of Shuara, has revealed unto the last holy prophet, peace be upon him, and his holy progeny, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, وَأَنذِرْ عَشِيرَتَكَ الْأَقْرَبِينَ. The translation means, O my prophet, warn the nearest of your kinsfolk. Then in the light of the revelation of this verse, which Allah Almighty has ordered and advised his apostle Muhammad, peace be upon him, in his holy progeny, to announce his prophethood. Although his prophethood was in hidance, he was in prophethood 3 years before, but when these words revealed to him, it was a very clear indication to announce his prophethood, obviously, to the people, to all the humanity. So he peace be upon him, had invited all the Bani Hashim clan, all the Bani Hashim descendants, to come to the house of the holy prophet, peace be upon him. And he, peace be upon him, was slaughtered a lamb, and there was a miracle happened, and Muhammad peace be upon him, and his holy prophet was cooked one leg of the lamb, and one leg of the lamb has given food to 40 or more people from Bani Hashim. So when there was the serve of food has finished, amongst them there was Abi Talib alayhi salam, Hamza alayhi salam, and Abu Lahab, including all the members of Bani Hashim. He, peace be upon him, and his holy progeny arranged the invitation party in order in obeyed the order of Allah Almighty to announce His prophethood, to enjoin the good and forbid the evil. Upon his sermon, he was going to start, but suddenly Abu Lahab revolted. All the participants left the venue and they scattered. So the next day it was repeated again, and the last holy prophet, peace be upon him, in his holy progeny, and again arranged in another invitation. After the serve of food, Rasulullah, peace be upon him, stood up and read the words of Holy Quran, وَأَنذِرْ عَشِيرَتَكَ الْأَقْرَبِينَ. O my skin folks, O my kinfolk, I have received a words from Allah Almighty that announce your prophethood to the whole humanity. So you have to confess, you have to testify, you have to pay allegiance to me that I'm the last holy prophet, and I have received the order of prophethood from Allah Almighty upon all of you. And after that, he asked, when he delivered his sermon, he asked, is there anyone exist amongst you to help me in my prophetic mission? So whomsoever will help me, he will be the guardian in my life and after me. No one said anything. And there was Ali alayhi salam. He was, in some narration says that Ali alayhi salam was 13 years or 12 years old. He, peace be upon him, stood up and he said, O Rasulullah, peace be upon you, I am the one to help you in your prophetic mission. And Rasulullah, peace be upon him, said, O Ali, please sit down. Then on second time, Rasulullah, peace be upon him, repeated again that, is there anyone exist to help me in my prophetic mission? If whomsoever will help me, he will be my successor in this world, and he would be successor in the hereafter. No one replied to him. Still Ali alayhi salam stood up and he said, O the last holy prophet of God, I am the one to help you in order to fulfill your prophetic mission. And he again said, O Ali, sit down. Then on the third time, he, peace be upon him, repeated again. Once again, Ali alayhi salam on the third time stood up and he repeated that, O the Prophet of Allah, peace be Allah, Prophet of God, peace be upon you, I am the one to help you in your prophetic mission, and I am the one to help you in all circumstances. Then Rasulullah, he, peace be upon him, said, يا علي أنت أخي وخليفتي ووصي وأنت بمنزلة هارون من موسى. O Ali, you are my brother and my successor and executor, and you are the same level as Harun to Moses, peace be upon him, for me, to in the same level as Harun to the Moses for me. This tradition misinterpreted and misinterpreted all the time by the Sunni school of thought that Ali alayhi salam was not mature, and on that time he was not mature, his testification is invalid. But this is a question, there is a question we have to ask the Sunni school of thought, that what do you think about Jesus, peace be upon him? When Jesus alayhi salam was born, he was 3 days infant. When Mary salamullahi alayha, as you know that Allah Almighty has mentioned several times Mary's name, Maryam's name in the Holy Quran, and she is a very noble woman, the chief lady of the woman in her time. So in the descendant of Bani Israel, the children of Bani Israel, when Mary, peace be upon her, she was having the cradle of Jesus, peace be upon him, and she was coming toward the Bethlehem, and they gathered over there, and they asked, "Oh Mary, your father was very good person, and your mother was good person too. How did you give birth to this illegitimate infant?" So there was an instruction from Allah Almighty to Mary that you have to have fast for 3 days. If someone want to talk to you, point out to Jesus, peace be upon him, and say that Jesus will reply you by himself. And she was done the same when the children of Israel asked Mary, peace be upon him, that how did you give birth to this illegitimate infant? And she pointed out to Jesus alayhi salam. And they said, we wondering how an infant child, a 3-day infant, could speak. On that time, Jesus, peace be upon him, start speaking, and he start reciting that Allah Almighty has brought his saying on as a verse on the Holy Quran. He said, قال إني عبد الله أعطاني الكتاب وجعلني نبيا وجعلني مباركا أينما كنت أوصاني بالصلاة والزكاة ما دمت حيا. He, peace be upon him, said, indeed, I am servant of Allah, not son of Allah, not son of God. I'm servant of Allah, and Allah Almighty has given me the sky book, and he made me prophet. In the following verse, it's continued that wherever I am, I'm blessing to the whole humanity, and Allah Almighty had advised me to do kindness to my mother and pay charity and have fast and offer praying. It was the answer of the Jesus, peace be upon him. It's once again a question maybe from the follower of Sunni school of thought that Jesus was a prophet. That's why he was able to speak in his childhood. He was in his while he was infant. But Ali alayhi salam, if you are talking about Ali alayhi salam, he's not a messenger. But as you know that the last holy prophet, peace be upon him, on the verse of Mubahala, Allah Almighty has signified, has specified that Ali alayhi salam is the soul of holy prophet, and Ali alayhi salam is above than all prophet except Muhammad, peace be upon him. Another answer to this question, that Ali alayhi salam was not a messenger, how the testification of Ali alayhi salam could be valid in order to help last holy prophet. It is the answer that when Mary salamullahi alayha, when Mary, peace be upon her, she was pregnant on the time of Jesus alayhi salam, there was the time come for him to give birth to the Jesus. There was an order coming by Allah Almighty that leave the Bethlehem and go out and have the date you will give birth. But when the time of the time of mother of Ali alayhi salam, when she was pregnant, when she come near to beside Kaaba, the holy Kaaba, and there was the time of birth has happened to her, and she asked, "Oh Allah Almighty, there is no place for me, and I ask you to help me to give birth. I swear to you, for this child I have in my womb, that I have faith on the prophethood of my grandfather Abraham, and whatever the mystery I'm having from this child is not a very, this child is a very noble and holy child." And then Allah Almighty, there, as you know, all of you know that the wall, the Kaaba, the wall of Kaaba has split it, and the mother of Ali alayhi salam went inside the holy Kaaba, and there was 3 days. No one was there to do nursing to the Fatima binti Asad salamullahi alayha, mother of Ali alayhi salam. And who was giving her food, who was nursing her, how was the pregnancy has finished, and all of these things, a question that Jesus' mother was ordered by Allah Almighty to leave the Al-Aqsa Mosque, and Ali alayhi salam's mother was invited to come into the holy Makkah, to give birth. And this is the supremacy, the sublime supremacy of Ali alayhi salam upon Jesus alayhi salam. Please recite aloud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Allahumma ajil walika al-faraj. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Dear brothers and sisters in the new generation, tonight is the Tasu'a night, when the cursed Yazid has written a letter to his commander-in-chief, Umar Isad, that, "O Umar Isad, I would like to order you that prevent Hussein alayhi salam's way not to enter to the Kufa and take allegiance from Imam Hussein alayhi salam, otherwise kill of them and make their body peace, and his companions also. If you do not do so, leave the commander-chiefhood to the Shimr, and when the day of Ashura comes, Imam Hussein alayhi salam saw there was no one left beside him. No one was left. All the companions have been killed. All members of Bani Hashim, all members of AHLULBAYT have been massacred. No one left beside Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And Imam Hussein alayhi salam was going to the battlefield. Imam Sajjad alayhi salam says, I was very ill, I was very sick, and there was my aunt Zainab Salamullahi alayha was nursing me. There was a loud shouting coming from outside. And Zainab Salamullahi alayha went outside of the tent, and she saw that the soldier of Yazid came towards the tent. And he saw Imam Hussein alayhi salam lean on his sword, and he was sleeping. And Bibi Zainab Salamullahi alayha said, "Oh my brother Hussein alayhi salam, what is this shouting? The enemy comes to us. Oh Imam Hussein alayhi salam, what is happening?" And Imam Hussein alayhi salam left up his head, his holy head, and said, "Oh my sister, be calm, be patient. Now I have been meeting with my grandfather, lost Holy Prophet, peace be upon him." And the lost Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Oh Hussein, you soon come and join us in the paradise." There was a loud crying from Bibi Zainab Salamullahi alayha, and all the women, all the honorable and noble ladies come together, and all of them made a ring, the Holy Imam Hussein alayhi salam, and all of them made a very loud mourning, a very wine mourning. And Imam Hussein alayhi salam advised all of them, be patient, be patient for this tragedy. You have to cry in the future. Don't cry now. And it was Bibi Zainab Salamullahi alayha to take all of the women in the tent. And when Imam Hussain alayhi salam went to the battlefield, he was near to the battlefield. There was an arrow, a cursed person has shot away an arrow comes and hit the lips of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. And Imam Hussain alayhi salam was full of blood. His blood was outbursting. Imam Hussain alayhi salam lifted up his skirt to wipe up the blood. His chest became visible. And Hurmila bin Nikail, the cursed person, he was put in a 3 branches arrow, the poisoned arrow. And he shot Imam Hussain alayhi salam. The arrow came directly and hit the heart of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. And Imam Hussain alayhi salam tried to pull out the arrow from the front side, but the arrow was full. It has gone inside. And Imam Hussain alayhi salam, the arrow was very deep and hit the heart of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. And Imam Hussain alayhi salam was fallen down from the horse in the hollow of murder. The narrator says, when he fell down in the hollow of murder, there was Bibi Zainab Salamullahi alayha was in the Thalle Zainabiyah. She arrived in the Thalle Zainabiyah. Sometime she was standing and sometime she was sitting, and sometimes she was running and facing down and falling down on her face and mouth. When Imam Hussain alayhi salam was fallen down in the hollow of murder, he was martyred. ألا لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أيام انقلب